Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. I specialize in games that can be played in 20 minutes or less. And today I want to talk about follow-up or sequel games that replace the original for me. I will never play the excellent original game again because the follow-up is better. First up, I would like to discuss The Crew Quest for Planet 9. This is an amazing cooperative trick-taking game in which you are embarking on different missions and working together to accomplish your goals. And loved the original, played the original a bunch, and then 2 years later they came out with The Crew Mission Deep Sea, and I'm never going to play the original again because in The Crew Mission Deep Sea, they streamlined the process of selecting the missions and they gave more variety to the missions. So it's just easier to set up and play, but it's more engaging and you're able to do much more interesting things. It's a better game. The next one I would like to discuss is 8-Minute Empire. It's a Ryan Lockett game from Red Raven Games. It kind of feels like a mix of Risk and Small World to me. It's a territory building game and it's amazing because you pack a lot of strategy into a game that it's not 8 minutes. What I heard is you think of it as 8 minutes per player playing. And so, but it's still really fast. If you have a 2-player game and you're able to play in 16 minutes, that's fantastic and still get the whole Risk feel, conquering the world. It's an amazing game. We were so excited about this when we first played it. And then we played 8-Minute Empire Legends. It's better. It's the one we're going to play. In 8-Minute Empire Legends, they switched up a few things. There's now a modular board, and so there's much more variety in your setup. Every time you play, it's never just, oh, okay, here's my same board again. It can be different every time. And they fixed the only really tricky point with the original was trying to cross water. Required a card with a specialty movement to do that. And sometimes that card didn't come up, or it came up and one person got it, they got across the water and were able to move their armies around, and you were stuck and you were just sitting there kind of twiddling your thumbs because you couldn't really do anything without crossing the water. This one, it just costs a few more movements. So you don't ever really feel stuck. And they switched up a few different things for the cards that you purchase and their actions and abilities. It's just much more streamlined, works beautifully. So it took an already good game and made it great, in my opinion. It is still one of our absolute favorites, our go-tos. The third one I want to talk about today is King Domino. King Domino is a lovely game where instead of just dominoes with numbers, you're using dominoes with terrain, matching up similar sided terrain and trying to score the highest scoring kingdom. And you score it by the number of crowns times the number of connected spots on the board. It's very simple to explain the basics of the game. Very fun to play. King Domino Origins came out a couple years ago. And I would not say that it necessarily replaces King Domino, but I would say that it replaces Queen Domino. Because standard King Domino is still excellent to play with people who, with younger kids or just family level game. King Domino Origins is if you want to bring it into more of the hobby level of gaming and have that as an option. And it has 3 different modes in one. So it really, we don't play standard King Domino in our house, but I use it when I go and play games. I do games at the rec center. I bring King Domino there, so it's useful. But King Domino Origins in Discovery mode, it's essentially King Domino, but they added in volcanoes. This has a great Stone Age theme. The theme is great. Even adding the volcanoes in standard King Domino, I really like because it adds in a little bit more control. It shoots out fire, and the fire is what you multiply by. Instead of crowns, you multiply by fire tokens on the board times the number of connected spots for your final score. So you get a little more control because from the volcano you get to pick where you place a fire token if you get a volcano spot. Those are very helpful. Then they have Totem Mode, which is pretty middle level, family friendly. This was my 10-year-old son favorite way to play when we were just playing this all the time. And if you like components, oh my goodness, they have mammoth, fish, mushroom, and flint. these little wooden tokens that are so fun. Kids love to just sit around and play with them. As an adult, I sit there checking them out and playing with them a little bit too. They're just so pretty and nice and just work so well with the game. And depending on the tile you're getting, you get a couple of those resources on it as well. And then there is tribe mode. And tribe mode is what really makes this game amazing. And it does everything that Queen Domino does, but without taxes. And in a much more streamlined, intuitive manner where you are using your resources to hire cavemen and you place them strategically on your board in order to score more points. So you can have fighters, and if you have them together in a group, you multiply, okay, there are numbers on them times the number of spaces. That can really help raise your score. You can place your cavemen where they're by a certain type of resource, and it's like multiply that times the number of fish they're around, and you get more points for that. So it's all that you can do in Queen Domino, but you can do a little bit more. And it's much more thematic and fits well with the game. So we love King Domino Origins, and I feel like it's kind of too bad because there are so many different versions of King Domino out there now. We have Dragomino, King Domino Duel, Queen Domino, Age of Giants, and now King Domino Origins. That's a lot of King Domino. So I see how this has kind of skipped over, and it doesn't seem like it's one of those go-to games as people talk about because it's like the sixth one, but it's the best one. So I would highly recommend checking it out. That's it for me today. You can check out more of my content on my website and my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for having me on the show, and back to the folks in the studio.